And we are on in the bottom right in the red from SKT. He is Innovation. In the upper left, in the blue, it's TY.
His game against Deer last night was just, he made zero mistakes. Actually, what's happening nowadays, specifically, what I'm noticing is all of these fantastic players like Zest, TY, there was someone else yesterday who also did it, even Hero today. It's where they purposely play very safe after getting a small advantage, and they do the strat, when you're ahead, get more ahead. And they're actually doing it just so well nowadays. It's crazy.
From the great Tosis.
Yeah.
The one true philosopher king of esports.
Contosis. That sounds like some really bad disease.
Contosis. Well, artosis also, doesn't that sound like some kind of hip disease you'd get? Like,
yeah.
I've got artosis and now I can't play baseball anymore.
Yeah, it's like scoliosis, right?
Yeah,
except for your hip.
It's like the opposite of ketosis. When you're not in a state of ketosis, you're in a state of artosis.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Sounds
actually.
about right.
Yeah.
So, we have a gas right away from TY. We got a scout coming out here from Innovation. TY headed southbound right now with his own SCV. Could have some action right off the bat here between these two.
Yeah, I want to see the builds here from TY. What does he decide to do with all of this gas? Definitely going to rush out a factory to start. And this is going to be scouted right away. He knows the build Innovation, so has to be ready to defend against what is almost always an aggressive build when you go for a gas first.
Man center coming down now. Let's see if TY can poke some holes in this play right away here from Innovation. TY, I think, tactically is the best player. Am I wrong about this? Like, in the world.
You might be right.
Like
I think you're right, actually.
I mean, when that GSL Codes Finals and I'm casting that, I'm watching this guy just, like, maneuver around his opponent so well every time.
Yeah.
Even Zest. I mean, TY can actually out-position him and just be in the right spot. That's a lot of what Terran's about, because Terran does so much damage so quickly. If you can drop or hit a certain location in a fast enough manner, the damage you do is insane. The buildings pop like balloons. They pop like those Protoss buildings in the Carbot animation.
Yeah. And I would tend to agree with you. I think TY is actually the smartest player we have right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Strategically sound player. He knows how to just manipulate his opponents and his units even to get the most amount of damage done. MC is also really smart. He's coming out as one of these guys that just knows how to win, He just, every game he plays, he'll figure something out, right?
Right, yeah. It's like every game is going to look different. He's really reacting and even keeping his builds set up so that he can respond in the most ideal way. Now, the SCV is going to come here ideally to tank.
There you go. He's going to tank. Bunch of damage coming down.
I'm choking here. TY actually does get in here. He does do the damage. The Reaper goes up. Now, there's a Hellion here to meet the Reaper. But it looks like just barely Innovation is going to hold off this aggression. There is a follow-up Banshee play coming here as well.
Yeah, it's really nice, actually, with the cloak, too, because he sniped a bunch of the Marines there at the front of the base. So, as you can see, he is going to have to rely on a Viking here. He'll probably make some more Marines after he gets that reactor up. He's actually going for an engineering bay, too. It seems like he's seen this build before and knows how to stop it.
Banshee coming up now. This Banshee has to do some damage right now. TY is behind in the Econ game, and this is not the player you want to stay behind against. I mean, Innovation will basically always beat you. Innovation is the closest thing we have to Flash in StarCraft 2 as far as playstyle goes,
Yeah, just straight up macro, never missing a beat.
Yep.
Mechanics on point.
Not a lot of cheeses, not a lot of fakes, not a lot of mind games, just I am bigger, faster, stronger than you are.
I'm better than you, and I know it, so I'm going to play a straight-up game.
I'm more handsome, I'm taller than you, I'm better at basketball.
I'm part of a boy group called EXO.
That's right. All of it.
Yeah.
So we got the Banshee coming in here. It looks like it's going to be making a beeline into the main. Now, TY, because he knows he's a little bit behind, he's going to come back here. Now, he might try to bait out a Viking into this. This is actually going to be pretty funny.
This is how we know it's TY in the booth, right? But at the same time...
I guess the idea was cool until you remember that Scan sees both of those.
Yeah.
I guess, oops. I thought I was going to be super cool, but yeah, if you cloak it, then of course they will scan. You actually might be better off doing that strategy and not cloaking at all, or not getting cloak even.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, actually. But here we go. Coming into the natural, there's already a turret set up. He's going going to get one SCV and just back off.
Not a chink in Innovation's armor here. TY has to turn around with those two Banshees. I guess try to repair those and use those later on in a push.
Kind of an awkward spot for TY. He's going to have a faster third base, but his army is just weird. You know, he's going to have a Raven, but he has no Viking, so he can't win the air war just yet, whereas Innovation is pumping out 2 at a time. He's going to get way ahead in the air, and TY is going to have to catch up some way. I suppose just continue harassing with the Banshees, as we were talking about.
TY is at risk of being pushed here. I'm actually kind of surprised he's pushing out on the map, though, anyways. But let's see what happens. I mean, you're totally right, Valdez. I mean, production here for Innovation is superior, and that's even reflected in the supplies and the SCVs that they both have. But TY is not backing down. He's going to try to push out again. A scan here in the main makes TY feel a little bit uncomfortable. He pulls that army back in case there is some kind of drop coming up here. In fact, there is no such drop on the map.
And the scan misses the Vikings, so he doesn't know exactly what the production is, but he's going to see them soon anyway. And, wow, Liberator's on the way, too, here for Innovation. He's already gotten 5 Vikings on the map. So he's going to use that and get Liberators in the mix as well and protect them with the Vikings.
All right, he's going to come in here again, try to get some of these SCVs. So far, so good. Taking out 3, soon to be 4.
Yeah, this is the thing about Banshees is that even when your opponent has missile turrets, Vikings, you can still find some damage some way if you come in the right angle. It's like the Maru style where you just, always go Cloak Banshees every single time you play TVT.
Okay.
And,
oh, sorry. No, go ahead, Valdez. I need to run over you.
We're going to have Mech, actually, from Innovation.
All right, somebody get Artosis on the speed dial.
Yeah.
We got Mech in this game.
Oh, he's probably watching this anyway.
He probably is right now. He's probably cheering so loud he can't hear our commentary because he loves Mech. A push down here from TY. Coming down now. And I got to say, I feel like it's risky for TY to do this,
Yeah, I don't know about this push.
I'm a little scared for him, but you know what? It looks like he might be able to go around his opponent. Possibly coming down here to this nook in the bottom right. Maybe jumping into the main, perhaps?
There is some room there, but it is blocked off. So, gonna be stuck trying to bounce himself over, maybe.
I was thinking that same thing. He's like gonna launch himself over the depot. Now this attack up here, I don't see anything for Innovation. For TY to help defend. He's landing Vikings. That's not gonna keep those SCVs safe. And we're going into what could be a base raid as TY now headed southbound. Gonna try to push in here. C-Sank sieging up, and TY cannot hold this position.
This is crazy, actually. I'm not sure who's going to win this one. I mean, Innovation is already set up there at the top of the ramp with a bunch of Vikings and a tank.
Well, the location that Innovation has is much more important than the location that TY has here. Let's see. I mean, there's so many SCVs down here, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. And
PDD,
so many Vikings are coming up here, and they are eliminating the air army for TY. Innovation might be able to take this game.
He's going to win that fight with flying colors, and if there were a couple of PDDs that came out, it would help so much there. But TY just not looking. He was looking somewhere else, trying to defend back at home probably.
He's going to land on top of these. That's not going to be, if he does it on siege, I guess it will be enough to take out some of these tanks here. But Liberators are coming up, and reinforcements are on the way for Innovation. I think Innovation almost has checkmate right now.
Looks like a great position right at the bottom of the ramp. Now he can easily go over to the third, or if he wants to, he could just take this fight even.
Yeah, and you can see these tanks taking so much damage. The Liberator's now able to hit this command center. No anti-air here for TY. It looks like Innovation is going to be taking this game, Valdez.
Looks like it. Coming in here now. Liberator in position. Gets his tanks down there. TY gets the first shot, and he can always repair. But still, he's got nothing in the sky. He's forced Innovation to lift his third, and he still has some units here at the front.
More pushing going over here. TY needs to make this attack work. I don't know if he has enough. He's landing his Vikings. The SCV's being pulled as well. Everything he has is being used right now to try to hold off this attack. Liberators are coming down, though. That means these SCVs might have to turn around, but that's going to be it.